went with the.
We had a slow start, but now we are here live on the late. I'm so glad that you could be here. I'm JP, and we're going to talk with a bunch of friends. We're just going to throw it around. We got all kinds of topics for you tonight. All right, I think we are now ready to join our peoples. Thanks again. You are listening to The Late.
I think I saw Harry Powell's show one night, and I watched it, and then I've probably been doing it for a couple months, I think now. What acting things have you done?
I'm gonna say this. I've noticed that your shows incrementally get higher live listens on YouTube. I've been watching that. It was always at 1 or 2. Sometimes I was the only one in there for a while. Now you have a lot more people in there. Each show, it's definitely grown.
Yep. We've had a lot of fun with that. I tell you that. Milhip and his wife, they're freaking hilarious, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're like into it.
I am back.
I don't want to say serious because I don't know where they're at, but they definitely look like they're into it. They're having fun.
JP, are you going to do a show?
It's live right now. You're listening right now. You're listening to us do a show while you sit there idle doing nothing. Spreaker. It's a new website called Spreaker. I made it up last night. I was like, this would be a great idea. Spreaker.
Because the dude said that he can see you online now or something.
I don't care. Tell them we're on Spreaker. It's a SPWEAKA, Spreaker.com, net.
You heard it here first, folks, live this evening.
That's right. It's a new network, and you're all invited. Tell your mamas.
What's the title of our show that we're doing, JP?
How not the podcast.
The title of the show is
Inclusivity.
The Late Told You to Keep Her Here. And you did.
Cool.
And you did. So I said, if Debbie comes in, make sure you keep her here. And you did.
Yeah, because Darren pulled out some stops and was able to hack Dreammaster's mic and put him on permanent.
You have passed the test. You've all earned JP bucks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, you can spend them anywhere that accepts them. Anywhere that accepts JP bucks.
Card.
Yeah.
It's a punch card, and you get smiley faces every time you join the podcast. Once you've got tense. Once you've got
I found another one of those strange things. I found another Mandela effect. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like these.
That was the movie called A Nightmare on Elm Street, or was it Nightmare on Elm Street?
It was always a Nightmare on Elm Street. A was included.
See, I always remember, hey guys, I'm going to watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
I could be wrong. That's just my memory, though. I think everybody has different memories.
No, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I keep hearing.
If we're tagging
no.
I saw a good one the other night. How do you spell Madonna? The Madonna that you have loved forever.
M-A-D. One D and two M's?
Two D's and M-A-D-O.
One D and two
Yes,
No,
1D, 2 M's.
Go for the double D.
The double D's are always with no, but 1D, 2 M's is kind of, that's my memory. But there's all kinds of evidence that it was Madonna, M-A-D-O-N-A, 1 N, not 2.
I remember two.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
Madonna.
2. It's always been 1
You're a
N.
producer. Listen to my voice.
I might be wrong.
You freaking damn. 2 ends, man.
Oh,
I'm going to pick out a video. We're going to watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, not a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Never a Nightmare on Elm Street.
See, I remember
It's
A.
two ends. It's
Wow.
two ends and Madonna.
So now it's Nightmare on Elm Street. It was always Nightmare on Elm. But I remember a
Yes,
Nightmare
that's what
on.
I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. No, that makes sense if it's a Mandela, but
About 15 years ago, I would say, JP, we're going to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. And now they call it A Nightmare on Elm Street.
that's weird. I don't know. My memory isn't
they?
strong on that
I'm
one.
not sure.
They.
All those people that we don't like.
I don't give two fucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. For my money, I'm saying the Mandela effect is just a big magic trick.
I just want to let you guys know that the 1993 film was called The Nightmare Before Christmas. Has that changed?
The Nightmare. I thought it. Oh, maybe I had those confused. A Nightmare on.
The Nightmare
Look
Before
at the 1987. Look at the 1987
Yeah.
film Nightmare on Elm Street.
1987. Okay, hold on.
I saw that in the theater with my friends. Every time there'd be a new one, we'd go see it.
I never did.
Rambo
I was really
before-
late to see that.
Rambo 3's coming out, you guys.
Really? Weird.
Rambo 3, yeah, I just saw it.
I remember A Nightmare on Elm Street, but you're saying your memory was just Nightmare on Elm Street. I get it. Yeah. I mean, all I can say is people have different memories of this stuff. There-
No, it's the Mandela effect.
It might be. It might be. There are some weird, unexplainable ones to me, but why is it just, I don't know. If it was something like, my cousin suddenly was named,
Bears is the weird.
yeah, that one is weird. The collective memory is weird. But for my money, if I had a relative and suddenly, like, my cousin was named Jane, and my cousin was never named Jane, then I think I would just flip out, something like
You're
that.
living in your own private Idaho. If you don't remember, it was, hey guys, it's Nightmare on Elm Street when you go to Blockbuster. It was
Be kind,
called-
rewind.
Be kind.
Rewind.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that. I'd always forget to rewind.
See, you guys like me already.
Be kind and rewind.
Very likable.
Don't speak for the group, JP.
Can
For
we
me,
all- can
I
we
mean-
all remotely be kind, rewind.
everybody needs to 420 it at some point in their life.
I'm gonna go see the Pink Floyd show tomorrow. I think I might smoke some pot before the show.
Whoa,
Is it the laser show?
Cannabis.
The
It's cannabis.
The Australian Pink Floyd show.
Nice.
Oh,
Or
it came to town. I didn't see.
Pink Floyd.
No way.
It sounds better than Pink Floyd.
Yeah, but they're not Pink Floyd. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does. So they're good at copying somebody. Big deal. To me, that is like the lowest form. To me, that's the lowest form of entertainment. Like I saw Alice in Chains in Seattle, but it was like the new lineup.
You know, Alice in Chains didn't even exist before Pink Floyd.
Alice in Chains is great, but not with the other lead.
Yeah, the new lead singer sucks. Without Lane Staley or who was their lead singer?
Yeah, you're right. That man.
Yeah, come on. It's not. That's not. Yeah, I don't want to see that crap.
Hey, Darren, which one was pink?
None of them was Pink. Which one's Pink? None of them?
Don't
Huh? The Pink Floyd that they were called at the beginning.
That's like the band. Hold on, I can't think of their name right now, but they sing. In the smoky room.
You got Nick Mason. You got David Gilmour. Roger Waters.
They're playing tomorrow, all of them. Oh no, you're seeing the. Oh, that's right. You're going to a laser light show. Australian laser light show.
I
The
smell
Australian
wine.
Pink Floyd show.
Australian
I
Pink
Rick
Floyd.
I smell a wine and sweet perfume. What's that guy?
Good job, Ken.
Oh yeah, what's the name? Steve
Smell.
Perry. What's the band? No.
Journey, yeah. No, you were right. Steve Perry.
From Journey. Now they have like an Asian. They have an Asian lead singer.
I think he's like Filipino or Malaysian. Malaysian.
Yeah, one of them.
Filipino.
The drummer
One
is
of them.
next door.
Give me a break. I would never see that band. No way. Not even if somebody said, here, man, here is a free ticket. Maybe if it was very front row center, I might go. But other than that, you couldn't even, no way.
Oh, did you ask me to tell you to turn on your Skype?
Oh, is that why he's, no, you know what? I want him to
Yeah,
apologize
yeah,
first in
Howard.
the chat room.
Yeah.
He's being a jerk in the chat room. If he wants to come on the show, then he should apologize.
You do. You live in your own private Idaho.
You know what? Yeah, it goes like this, right?
Yeah, it goes like that.
You know,
I didn't know there were any hoes in the house.
Goes a little like this, a little like that.
And a little like this and a
Like
little
that.
like that.
Idaho's booming right
yeah,
now.
I'll move.
All right, Debbie
Like
wants
that.
Debbie wants the
Absolutely.
Jew. Debbie wants the Jew. I'm just saying, you know what? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, man.
I'm gonna keep him on a tight leash. That's all I'm saying.
Wait,
Very tight leash.
fuck that.
Dennis, don't talk for a second.
yeah.
Oh, why? You're gonna make me?
Cooler.
You're loud.
I'm trying to find out the booming studio and Idaho. Damn it.
They're all growing.
So if you
The
guys,
song by the B-52, you moron. You're living in
Okay.
Idaho.
I know.
so you know how
No, I
people
hear
like
Idaho is a really nice place.
they look at how many trains are up in each city, and then they go there and they buy houses. And 2
Seriously?
years ago, 2 years ago, Boise had like 9 trains up, and a friend of mine said, "I'm going to move to Boise." And he moved there, and his house doubled in 2 years. It's
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
crazy. Hey, Stabby. Stabby.
Oh, Stabby was here? And you didn't even say
Stabby was
hi.
here until Darren said hello.
Couldn't even say hi.
Nope.
He's too good for us.
I know. Where's our D? The guy is always missing also. Damn it.
Stabby's really grumpy.
Damn.
Yeah, Stabby is.
Are you there? Yeah, I'm here.
Stabby's always wrong is the problem.
Why are you fighting with Stabby? I don't think I am.
Who is
Am I?
that?
You said like something little and he got really mad.
We're all smoking weed.
Well, yeah, I mean, why
that
be
a problem?
miserable? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sick. Yeah, I was just saying, like,
Really funny. You were doing some back cocaine.
no, I have the flu.
I know.
I hate having the flu.
Did you see that guy from with his nose, Artie Lang's nose?
Yeah.
Hey, Apocalypse, I want to ask you a question. What was that movie a long time ago called it was about Freddy Krueger?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
Nightmare.
Oh, he had the same memory as you.
See, he didn't include the ah.
Because there is no in front of it. It's just called Nightmare on Elm Street.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
No,
I
it's not, JT. You're a retard. It's not a Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm over.
How dare you challenge my memory? How dare you?
I used to watch that movie a lot as a kid. I don't think I should have been watching that as a kid. But
It's a pretty fucked up movie.
Yeah, my Skype is turned on. I don't see it. Nobody's calling. I did have 5 missed calls from. Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah. What do you want? What? Have you? Hey, the movie with Freddy Krueger. What was it called in your memory?
What was the title of the movie?
Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know. I didn't watch any of that.
He got it wrong.
He got it wrong.
Doesn't matter. I never watched it. Never cared. Never seen one.
It's a nightmare before Elm Street.
It was hard for me to even watch one. I watched part of it and I had to go back and watch the rest of it another night. I didn't like it.
I'd rather watch Citizen Kane than watch
Great movie.
Nightmare on Elm.
How much did Citizen Kane tell you in life? Citizen
I
Kane
saw that movie as a kid, Kramer versus Kramer, and it was like some domestic violence going on in that movie, wasn't there?
is very memorable. I also saw it when I was a kid, and it was very memorable.
Horrible because the dude kicked his dog. Really? Daily.
Yeah.
The movie was fucked up.
Yeah, it was a fucking twisted movie for sure. That movie stuck in my brain.
Kramer versus Kramer was a twisted movie.
Well, in my child memory, because I saw it when I was very young, and I haven't seen it since. I haven't watched it since, but I always remember Kramer versus Kramer was a very weird movie, very sad, and it was a bad movie
Yeah,
for
I
me to
saw
watch.
it was probably like late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
How was it? Wait a minute, how is it a bad movie?
I didn't say bad. For me, it was. Yeah, I didn't say it was bad. I just said it gave me bad thoughts. It was a movie that had real serious overtones.
Divorce is
That was
bad.
very hard, man.
I imagine you fight the demons in your head daily.
Well, I'm just saying, when I was a kid, I didn't know any of these concepts.
Hey, he
It
was
was
talking
very-
Bad thoughts.
daily. You said daily. No, I don't talk to you.
Oh yeah. Address the woman. Address the queen bee.
I
We're not
imagine you
wearing-
fight bad thoughts in your head daily, don't you? The bad thoughts, the ones that tell you to do
Yeah.
bad things.
She does wear, she has
Oh my
pants
God.
on. She's in her bed with Dream Master. She's in bed with her pants on.
She doesn't wear underwear.
Ever?
Whose voice
Ever,
is that? Whose
ever.
voice is that?
That's Millhip.
It's a new guy, B9.
I have no idea. I have no idea what a mill hip is.
I didn't
No,
wear
it's Chris
underpants today.
Mack.
Yeah, I'm Chris Mack. I didn't wear underpants today. Well, boxer briefs because I couldn't find any. So I went free balling.
Mando.
That's awesome.
He sounds a bit sad. Are you in therapy? Are you in some kind of therapy, mill hip?
No, he's from New York.
Yeah, I'm not in therapy currently. I haven't gone about 6 months because I moved. I'm undergoing self therapy right now where I try to smoke as much cannabis as I can.
Mill
Don't
hip.
answer,
Mill hip.
don't answer any questions.
Mill hip.
Don't
Mill.
answer
Let me interject.
David, can I talk? Don't answer this question. He's a mean man. Don't be nice.
I
Don't be
Actually,
nice.
may I talk? You can talk, but you may not.
I knew you were going to
He
say
can
it.
handle, Chris can handle.
Oh,
He will
No.
he'll correct your English, and you know what? I think you'd like that. I don't see you having a problem with your English being corrected. So whatever.
Would you like to be asked a bunch of questions?
Not unless I'm under FBI interrogation.
I'm sorry,
No,
I'm
you're-
sorry,
you're
Darren.
under doc-
Darren, wasn't that a question you just asked him?
No, but I did
No.
ask him once if he was ever a Freemason. He never answered me.
I will talk to the media.
Bullshit.
Who is the
Hands up,
midwife?
sir.
It's the one angry Jew.
It's the fucking Howard. Howard one angry Jew.
Hello,
And
Howard.
you know what?
Howard.
Yeah, Howard. You know
101.
what? Beat a bullshit. He's gonna start asking you a bunch of fucking questions.
I'll take one for the
Beat
team.
a bullshit.
Wow, Dennis, you sound uncharacteristically drunk tonight.
I'm
Unusual.
gonna take one for the team tonight, guys.
You're working at top anymore.
No, I don't
Yeah,
care.
that
You
is-
talk whatever
that
you
is
want, man.
unusual.
Yes, thank you, Chris. Yeah.
I'll take a question
I
from the
never
lady.
promised nothing.
Okay.
I'll take a question from
Somebody ran away.
No, I didn't.
Well, I have a question. I have a question for him. By the way, your sound is very muted on Spreaker.
Mine?
You should listen.
Whose? Mine?
Yes, yours. It's your characteristic bad sound.
Oh, maybe this will help. How's that?
I sound
Oh,
good.
I'm on Skype. I'm on Skype, so I wouldn't know.
Now you know.
Oh, that's pretty creative.
It is. I got to do it at least once a show.
Before
No,
you answer
you
the
don't.
question, if you go to YouTube and look up the movie UNCH.
UNCH. Okay.
Unchased by David Anderson. It's a 7-minute short film, and I play the hitman.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it was just we got 3 nominations. It's called the 48-Hour Film Festival in Buffalo. Long story short, there's like 30 teams. Then in 48 hours, you draw your your genre from a hat. You can have thriller, suspense, silent movie. Then they also give you a line of dialogue, and they also give you a prop. So the line of dialogue was introduce me to your friend. and the prop was the headphones. So you'll see all three of those elements in the movie, and the producer is David Anderson. So he won an award for it.
This
and,
is wonderful.
So a couple other things, but it's a really
Can you
cool
post
movie.
it? JP, can you find it?
This is
It's
wonderful
on YouTube.
news. Can you post a link to it in the server?
Stand by.
Or where? Okay, wait.
Right.
What's
Post
it?
it in a server where nobody is. That's very smart.
Well, you're not there. Nobody wants to let you
That's
in.
what I just said. There's nobody there.
Nobody wants to let you in.
So yeah, check this out and let me know what you guys think.
Nice.
Well, what is a mill hip? Is that a name?
Milk.
That's not fuck, man. You know what? How
What?
It goes like this. A potato. My name.
Listen to
I'm a
the
potato.
drunk dentist
Right?
trying to be relevant. Listen to the drunk dentist trying to be relevant.
You know?
So sad.
This is here. This is Chris Mack. It's not Bill Hill.
I got it wrong. I thought it was Millhip. It's actually Chris Mack. And
Either
cheese.
one is meaningless to me, so I think you can
I
call
know
it.
it. I know it. Formerly known as Randy Redhead.
I was wondering where Randy Redhead is.
It's a poor imitation of Foster Brooks, Dennis.
Yeah.
Right now, no, Debbie didn't leave. She's being a secretary. She's looking for the movie.
Oh, looking for the link.
The link.
I have a completely overcast day today.
Well,
What a
I'm
down.
driving right. Can I bake you a cake? I already
Please bake him a cake. That would be awesome.
I'm gonna bake you a cake. I'm gonna put some special ingredients inside for you.
Nice.
I remember the very first show I did.
Are you so stupid that you wouldn't know that I wouldn't eat a cake because I'm diabetic? You dope.
It's gluten free, man. It's gluten free. It's fucking lactose. You know, like yeah, all that other shit. You know, I got enough
Yeah,
family
okay.
members.
All right, Foster. Take it easy. Don't lose your shit.
I'm good, man. Just yeah,
Are you?
you know, I know about health conditions, and I'm sorry you're inflicted with diabetes. Do you shoot
Well,
yourself
you should-
every day for insulin?
Eat
No,
some
hours.
other
No.
stuff.
Are you
No.
shooting yourself up with insulin
No.
every day?
No.
Yeah, that's my
I'll say it again. Say it again, because you can't close your mouth long enough
His
to
name
listen.
is PA for short for Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Yeah, we adopted him. We adopted him from a relative that could no longer take care of him.
How old is he?
He is. I want to say 3, but he is a very, very intelligent dog.
Yeah, borderline.
Australian Shepherd Border Collie.
Oh, border collie.
Wonderful news. Wonderful. Good for you. A humanitarian award of the year goes to Chili Mac.
Yeah, look, that's what happens to me when I go to a fire. I get into chair jail.
The last show I did was so fun that I'm wondering if there's any
I'm sorry.
gas
Is
left.
that proper grammar? So fun. Wouldn't it be so much fun?
It was
Can you
so.
Can you just say so fun by itself?
Yeah, I don't know if so is a quantity, but if I could quantify it, I want to say like so, but with like 30 zeros. They're like S and then O. So good. It was so funny.
Yeah, I don't believe you can say it was so fun.
I could say it was so fun, and that gives it a quantity. Yes, I can quantify so for you if you'd like.
I don't believe you can. I think you have doubts.
I do. I have doubts, but I think I could do it.
Hey, Debbie is talking.
Yes. I don't have a lisp, but I do.
You had one.
I did.
You've learned to hide it.
No,
Not well.
no, I bit my tongue, and I might be lisping. I don't know. I had my first beer of the night.
You bit your
And-
tongue.
No, I didn't. But it's a Sonoma Tart. and I think the tart. I'm not kidding. This tart. I'll take a picture of it. I think that this beer is responsible for any lisp you might hear.
Will you be doing any podcasts with Fox in the future?
No, it's not that lispy.
Any, Debbie, were able to find the movie?
Is it CHA?
Not
It's
about
called,
that didn't take too long.
Unchanged. UNCHAST. Unchanged. But I do
Go
have
ahead,
it on
Gary.
computer set.
Yeah, I got it.
Secretary.
It's called the 48 film, 48 ounce film project. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm the
Yeah.
Are you in it?
yeah, I'm the hitman.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Serious? Is it JP was saying you serious?
No, that's
I don't know
amazing.
She was laying in her
Damn it.
big, comfortable bed, doing unspeakable things to herself.
JP's sound is fucked.
How do you know? Have you tested it?
It's stabby. No, it's stabby.
Yeah, but Stabby,
Now Darren has the list. He has the
yeah, he's lisping a little bit.
Thank you, Debbie.
All right.
Debbie.
I'm gonna put you on pause for a second. I'm gonna hear what's going on. All right, let's see. I'm gonna test this out. Oh shit, they are low.
Very exciting. Why would you even doubt?
Why are they so low though? I don't know why that would happen. Is it because I took your Skype call?
Because you're the one. No, it was like that before I called. Because you don't know what to do with your sound. You never did. You never will.
No, I had it really good for a while, and I had to rearrange all my computers. It makes sense. I just put all my computer stuff back together about a week ago, and ever since then, I haven't had it right. Damn it.
Yeah.
I wonder how it is.
Must be difficult.
Let's see how it is now.
Must be difficult to live in the land of the misfits.
Damn,
No, they sound like they're coming through Phil Hendry's second phone.
they really do. It's awful. What the heck happened?
Yes, they do. Not what happened. That's what you started with.
Damn. I wonder what's going on though. I don't know what that could be. Fuck. All right, let's.
It's your pathetic sound. It's your inability to do the right thing.
Well, this sound is screwed up. You know what? Let me try this.
It's an abomination.
I know. I found the problem. I figured out the problem. Shut your mouths. I'll be right back. Jeez. Watch this. You're gonna notice a big change. This is my fault. I didn't reset. It's Discord, dude. I screwed up.
Darren, you just did that on purpose, didn't you? You just said it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Dennis.
Damn.
Man. Yeah, pleasure having.
I'm gonna have to make an apology to every single listener tonight.
Actually, you should apologize to me first because I told you and you doubted me.
No, I didn't doubt you.
And I never
Yes,
lie.
I did. You're right. I did doubt you.
Right. And I never lie, so I don't understand why.
No,
you
no.
even
You were on a show the other day where you said you do lie. I'm not even kidding. I heard you say it to the host that you are a liar. So you've been caught. So
No, I said I was a troll and a liar.
and a liar. That was the part I was looking for. There, the liar part. All right, let's see. Evildoer.
Full moon, harvest moon.
JP is finishing up.
I'm
What
sorry.
can we do to help? What can we do to help Dennis?
There's nothing that can be done.
Yeah, please tell me how can you help me?
Well, I put you into therapy immediately.
For what? I've seen enough.
Well, you lack self-respect.
Special one or something?
That's one of the biggest problems you suffer.
What?
You lack self-respect. You don't respect yourself, Dennis. You
Well, why would
abuse
you
your
say that?
body.
Howard, why would you feel as though that I don't hold any self-respect?
Darren, I saw that.
Yeah, please,
Because no
man.
self-respecting individual will walk like you and allow people to abuse you like I do.
Stop it.
Oh
Okay.
boy. I just
We feel
by the way,
so-
if anybody's listening right now, I fixed the sound.
listening.
Now it only took me 30 minutes, but I finally fixed the sound. And now we have a show.
Will it last?
It'll last forever and ever.
Dennis.
All I want for Christmas
JP,
is
I'm
my
listening, and you are broadcasting in full spectrum audio right now.
Yes, I need a full spectrum camera. That's what I want.
Okay,
Yeah.
you missed the joke.
I grabbed her.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I grabbed your boobs last night. Sorry.
God, you had to be fast.
I know.
Sure was good.
I only put on it for a second.
Dennis,
So quick.
What?
Dennis, how were
what
her nipples? Were they big?
Oh my
well,
God.
I know they're hard.
Dennis, why are you so quiet tonight?
Are they? They're enlarged. They're injected ones. You said.
I'm right
And
here.
they're
You can just
they're like
ask.
little
You can ask
damn.
her.
I think Dennis is afraid of
lima
Jew.
beans.
That
You know, I
Oh, you should.
a little bit, right?
You could just pass me a note and have
You ought to be.
Dennis never used to be afraid of one angry Jew. He used to always go after Howard. Now you're a big puss.
You
Dennis.
go fuck yourself. You know what? I got other things to do. I don't have to deal with this fucking
All
dude.
right.
Why do you let him?
Nice.
There it
See
is.
you later. Take
Why
I
care.
think he's sweet. I think he's sweet on the
Debbie's
one.
leaving. Debbie's leaving.
No, I was saying
Good
bye to
job.
dinner. Oh my
What?
God. I was just
Debbie,
saying goodbye to
Debbie,
dinner.
don't leave.
Is he leaving?
Can we
I'm
talk?
leaving.
Can we
Who's
talk
leaving?
about? Can we talk about the fact that Trump wanted to drop a nuclear bomb inside Hurricane Dorian?
He's smart.
That was brilliant idea.
He's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy. That is great.
Well,
Just
He's always
dump
been
that
like that.
fucker in there. Just drop the bomb right into the middle of a tornado. Did he really? Oh my God.
Jewish producer.
Oh yeah, and tonight he was talking about. They got this new video about Trump and the windmills. Have you
Yes.
seen that one?
I think it's a fine
I
idea.
said, what's
I
with
don't
the light
understand
bulb?
why
I
you
said,
have a
here's the
problem with it.
story.
He's like making all these
looked at it.
imitations of women.
The bulb that we're being
He's
forced
making all these
to
imitations
use. Number one,
of,
to me, most importantly, the light's no good. I always look orange. And so do you. The light is the worst. But number two, it's many times more expensive than that old incandescent bulb that worked very well. And very importantly, I don't know if you know this, they have warnings. If it breaks, it's considered a hazardous waste site.
You gotta be
It's
kidding me.
gases inside.
No, but
And read what they
exactly right.
say.
Listen to
If
him.
it breaks, bring it to
He's
your
exactly
local whatever.
right. He's right.
Have it wrapped. Have
the
it.
He's
guy's
a
smart,
kook.
man.
Doing.
Are you
is correct.
defending what he's doing here?
I am.
He's ridiculous.
Are you kidding me?
He's talking about being turned orange. He's talking about being orange. I see I look orange. You look
He is
orange too. This guy-
Excuse me, but I don't use LED or fluorescent lights. I use incandescent bulbs everywhere.
Oh, I'm very proud of you, Howard.
Orange
That's-
is a
I
very
agree
important
with
number,
Howard,
by the way.
and
An
I
important
do.
color.
I agree with Howard. I do.
I know
Trump,
you do.
You agree
Trump,
with
rolled-
you
Trump
agree with
rolled
Howard that
Obama
this was a
down
great
off
message
that
to the
way.
country. This was a delivery on par with some of the great politicians of our American heritage.
Well, we need to put.
Give me a
Can't
break.
just throw those
This guy
bulbs
is
in the
such a
garbage.
joke.
Fluorescent lights
He's a genius.
contribute to mental illness.
Oh my
You do
Yeah.
realize
goodness.
that somebody on this call just gave us a film that he was in, and we're talking about Trump. This is really cool.
Oh, I thought that was him. I thought that was the movie. That wasn't the movie?
I thought that was.
That's because none of you have any coup.
I did.
I thought that was a movie.
Oh,
No.
great.
Back to the movie. Back to the movie.
A little over the top. I know.
Like if you're doing a show or something here, JP,
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's going on? What do you-
Jesus.
That has to be one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard. But
Yes.
people have graded me. They've said, you know what? There's no such thing as a dumb question, and I disagree. And I think Trump would disagree. I think Trump.
Dennis is full of them.
These are ridiculous things. But you know what? To answer your question, what is this about, Dennis? This is about.
Right.
This is to see how long we can keep Debbie on the call before she goes to sleep.
I'm sitting
No
here
kidding.
just barely hanging on.
This has been a war since that was the name of the show, was to keep. If you hear from her, keep her on. But I think she's fading. It's okay if you're
fading fast.
Yeah, if you're tired, you're tired. I've bailed on all your shows.
Don't let him hypnotize you. That's what he's doing.
Because about after 20 minutes, she bores me to tears. No, I usually get tired and I get off. I probably bore you.
Don't kick her off. Don't kick her off.
Debbie, tell us.
Is that,
I want to hear
is that you with
something. Yeah, I want to hear something that happened to you today that we don't know already.
He's hypnotized. Careful.
You're careful. I talked to a 95-year-old man for about 30 minutes.
Nice.
Was it sexual?
I'll
And
tell you,
tonight-
Did you get it
Right to the
number?
dregs. We went right to the dregs. It took 2 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta get Janice breaker number. Scoop his bank account.
Did he give you any pearls of wisdom
He give you a pearl necklace?
or pearl necklaces? I knew you were gonna
yes, there you
His
go.
wife.
We knew
His
that.
wife
We knew that was coming.
right to the
From
dregs.
low life, from the mouths of low life.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Simple
know.
minds, simple
I have
pleasures.
friends. I have
No,
friends in
no,
low
no.
places.
uh-oh.
Right.
Wait,
Is Darren still there?
Yes, I'm still
Yeah.
there. I'm back.
Darren, did you
I
just
was-
talk with a lisp on purpose?
What are you talking
When?
about?
No.
I think Darren's drunk.
Swear to God.
Darren's
Dude,
drunk.
Either I'm losing. Oh, you're drinking.
No.
I'm losing. I'm either in a twilight zone or something because every time y'all talk, Darren just goes, "Yes, I'm still here." It's like with a lisp.
No, he does not.
No,
You gotta go this way
Yeah,
because
there's something
apparently
going on with the-
Debbie, whoa,
Absolutely not.
everybody's talking with a lisp tonight.
No, I'm hearing it too. I hear
Dennis
what you're
just
hearing.
did it. Dennis just
Yeah.
did
Like,
it.
yeah,
I'm
you don't
hearing
know what
it.
that's intention. What are you, Debbie? Catch up, man.
You know, we understand.
Well,
We're
Dennis
not
is
talking along with the voice.
a pathetic wannabe gay man. I say send
Me?
Fox up to Canada and let him camp in his backyard.
I'm a pathetic
want-
excuse for a man.
Oh, God.
A gay man? Oh, really?
God.
You want
I'm
to
a
be a
faggot.
gay
Yes,
man?
Dennis.
A pathetic
Yes,
excuse
Dennis.
for a
You are,
man.
Yes,
you are a
Dennis.
pathetic gay man.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, well, go for it, man. Power to you.
I would tell you if I was
I
gay.
have no doubt whatsoever that you tend to go that way.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not judging.
No, you don't know me. But, yeah. No, I'll cut your balls
I think
off.
he's talking to me. I'm the gay man, not you.
Right.
Oh, you're the gay man?
He's
Oh.
going after the wrong gay man.
You're the
Well,
pedophile.
yeah, he is a gay man.
Yeah, I'm a
Sorry.
pedophile, yeah.
I'm sorry, Dennis.
Please don't get it mixed. Don't get it mixed up.
See, I
again.
told you,
Don't
Dennis.
get him
And I'm the psycho fucking crazy bitch.
Yes.
You have a nice voice, though.
Thank you.
Yes. She has nice boobs.
Not my best feature.
Your voice?
I said
Her
my-
boobs.
Your voice.
Your voice sounds good to me.
I swear to God.
I'm trying
You
to
do
think
that.
of another Mandela effect before you leave. I gotta
God.
find one more.
The one time that you were grilling Howard with all the Mandela effects, that was one of the best shows you ever did, JP.
That was fun.
Now we'll have
Oh.
some good sound.
Oh, okay. Has it gotten
Calling
better
on
now?
Sky.
That was Jew calling back in. There was something happened. I think our call was fading. I didn't. He noticed it.
No, I just switched to my microphone. Don't be gay.
No, you were fading like a bitch.
I don't know what
He
that
sounded
means,
better
fading.
before.
Godly. You're a little pussy.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, do you scat it up do you like a worm, like straight out of the freaking damn oven?
That's right.
What do you do there, man? Like you know,
Hey,
like
Chris?
I hear the ties are pretty freaking damn
Hey, by the way,
vegetable.
I've been meaning to ask this. Is there really weird street food there? Do they have like insects, steamed insects and stuff like
Yes.
that?
Yes.
What are you laughing at? Don't eat
That's
that
a great
shit.
question. He said yes.
He said yes. I'm not sure what's so funny,
Yes.
but I'm asking this question here.
They eat cockroaches. Delicacy.
Oh yeah.
It may be the aliens.
Aliens? The aliens? Oh my god, the aliens, man! Fuck that shit.
All right, so what other kind of street foods can you find there?
You can find all sorts of things here.
Like,
They
I'm
have
sure there's
entire
shit that
carts
we don't
have
see here.
nothing But
You can
bugs
find
on
all
it.
sorts of things.
Grasshoppers, cockroaches,
Ooh.
grubs.
Yeah.
Do you get the cat or can it order dog?
Well, I'll tell you what, Dennis. If you can be quiet long enough, I'll tell you the story.
He can't. He absolutely cannot. He cannot stand to listen to anybody talk for more.
Okay, let
No, I
Howard
didn't
tell
think
us
you could.
the weird foods there in
He's
Thailand.
never going to let him talk. But go ahead. I dare you.
Now, in 2001, I had a very nice girl that I was screwing,
Oh,
who,
Jesus. This is nothing
when
to do
we
with
passed
food,
by
though.
one of those carts,
Named Matilda.
see, they can't be quiet.
All
Why
right.
can't they be quiet?
I don't know.
It's gonna be 2 hours before
Well, we
we get
passed
to
by-
the fact that we're
Get to
not
the
We
eating
fucking
passed
dog.
by
point
one
about
of
the
those
food,
carts.
not
See,
the
Dennis,
girl
story.
you're
I've
Yeah,
now.
who cares about the
Obviously,
fucking cart?
See,
or
if you,
fucking
maybe if
dog?
you didn't start the story about a tale of
I've
you
heard
trying to
the story.
fuck some woman. Okay, go on.
Yeah,
You
who
should-
cares
somebody
about
needs
that
to
shit?
talk a lot of him.
This
You
young
should not.
22-year-old girl that I
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
You should not bang girls in the food truck.
I think she was.
Correct.
I think she was 28 and I was 38.
Okay.
You like that, Darren?
Nice.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just
I
get
don't
back
think we
on
get much
onto
food.
it, Howard. Howard, do you
Okay,
We
do
lost
the,
the train.
do you
Just try
have
to
you
be
had a
quiet now.
dog?
Try to be quiet now, Dennis.
All right,
Be ever so
Dennis,
quiet.
please try.
Try. Go.
Pretend you're Mr. Jingles.
Go, Howard.
Pretend to be like. Dude, let's do a little method acting, Dennis. Try being Mr. Jingles.
Okay, all right. He already said he was going to try.
get
Now
back
go
to the
ahead. Go
point.
ahead.
Well, but he's not succeeding. He's failing at every moment.
I'd like to hear more.
So we passed by one of these bug carts, which consists of an entire, like a hot dog cart, but filled with bugs. And they have a sprayer that has oil in it. And I remarked that in America, of course, we use sprayers to kill them, but here they use them to season them. And
Is
she
there
would pick
extra
up the
virgin
cockroaches.
olive
There he goes. There he goes. He
I'm
was
sorry,
quiet
is
for
he-
20 seconds.
Is he interrupting yet again?
I can't believe it. 20 seconds.
sad.
That
Not
was
even.
Very
Chris.
sad that he
That was
can't.
Chris.
It's very
No, it
sad that he
wasn't.
can't control himself. Again,
It was
Be like
Roundup
Mr.
oil,
Jingles.
or was that extra
Yep.
virgin oil?
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what, Dennis. You finish the story out. Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
well,
I'm still waiting
We're
for the
sorry.
dog.
we're
Dude,
sorry.
they
I
ate
want
the
my-
dog.
I want to know
I took-
about this.
I know.
I
What's-
took
What's
my
the
Roundup.
we gotta get. Now we have to get the
happened?
payoff here.
I took
What?
I took
You know
my
what?
round. I took my Roundup and I sprayed
Well,
it on.
you're gonna have
Esther's
to
mouth.
you're gonna have to mute Dennis in order to hear the story.
It
Yeah,
might.
no. Let's get to the point, and then you can explain your point after.
Yes,
all right, get
he's-
to the point.
I didn't
all right?
I didn't say you had to
Time.
kick him off the server. You just have to mute him.
Okay. Dennis, I'm not gonna mute you, but I'll turn you down a little bit. I'll turn you down to 80.
I know,
I'll turn
go
you down
off.
to 80.
Bye. No, bye,
8%
bye.
then
You
Okay,
should
fine.
turn him down to minus 10.
Bye.
All right, I'll keep you at 100, but you got to shut up.
He's gone. Okay, he's gone.
He
Oh,
left.
again.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not gonna.
What a
I'm not gonna
dick.
finish the story until there's been no Dennis for at least a minute.
Okay,
I'll just stand here and whistle.
it's like very zen right now. Okay, go on. Just tell your fucking story. Stop being an asshole. God damn.
So she walks up to the cart and she picks up a cockroach and she turns it around, shakes it, and then puts it back. Picks up another one, turns it around, looks at it front and back, shakes it a little bit, puts it back. Picks up another one. That one was okay. That one went into the pan. They sprayed it with the stuff. She accumulated, in a matter of time, maybe 10 or 15 of these cockroaches, about an inch long each.
Oh.
They fried them up in the community pan there, and when she sat down to eat them, two French women walked by, and the one French woman watched her eat a cockroach, and she threw up right in the street.
Not
But it's
bad.
considered a delicacy here.
Really?
I'm sorry, Dennis. That you're again. We're hearing you. I understand it's difficult to play by the rules.
It wasn't Dennis. All right, go on with your stupid story. Tell me more about bugs. Go.
Well,
No, that's-
I did fuck her
think
that
that's into
night,
this-
but I didn't kiss her.
Wow.
What did Matilda look like? Really?
It was kind of.
Her name was Toots.
It was kind of cute. I liked her.
Damn.
She wanted to marry me, but she wasn't She wasn't smart enough to be.
Oh no!
Wanted
I just
to.
got a. Oh no!
What? I have a question. What is it?
Please try.
Oh God!
Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it, but it could have been. Yes.
I'm not lying. Listen to this.
I have a lisp. I have a
believe
lisp
you.
in that clip for sure.
Dennis
No,
got
it's
married
nothing
online.
worse than a lispy fag.
That with a lispy lisp.
It's
Well, you
a
know what?
publicity show.
I am going to give myself credit for hanging in there. I have been on shows now this is my 5th hour. I'm not kidding. I'm getting tired.
Dennis got married
Are
online.
you looking for sympathy or adulation?
No, but I'm just telling you that a fucking lisp it doesn't bother me one bit. I think that's great. Good for me.
How many of the nudniks that are on Spreaker know what the word adulation means?
Adulation is really excited. Means really excited.
Howard, what is it like watching your girlfriend eat a whole bowl of cockroaches?
Well,
I
they
thought you were
think
gonna
the
say a
same
whole
thing
bowl
about
of cock.
cheese.
What?
A whole bowl of cock.
I told you, I fucked her that night. I didn't kiss her.
You didn't kiss her? It's gonna be weird.
No, I had to wait until everything was out of there.
Did you find any talcum powder in her vajayjay?
Can you turn Dennis up? I can barely hear him.
That's
Dennis
Chris.
isn't.
It's Chris Mack.
That's Chris Mack.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's
Live
exciting.
and kicking.
Turn up Chris. I don't think Howard can hear him.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
You know
How about
what?
now?
He's just talking low, but maybe it's because he doesn't want to wake his parents up. Because there's
Is he,
How is
is
this
he
now?
talking
Is this
low
better
or
now?
is he talking lowly?
Yeah.
no, his parents are sleeping in the room next to him.
He sleeps with his parents?
I said they're in the room next to him.
Well, okay. He sleeps with his parents?
No, but maybe he doesn't want to be too loud to wake them up.
Right. Was he talking low or was he talking lowly?
He was talking lowly.
No.
Yeah.
They're actually across the hall from him, and he gets in trouble all the time, like a child. For getting too
You
loud.
sound better now.
His level was low, but he was talking lowly.
I was secretly
But
speaking
he's-
to Debbie while you guys were talking about taco trucks.
He's
Need
sleeping
cockroach
next to
strikes?
his parents. That's
Yeah.
There's something disturbing about that statement.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Guy's pretty funny, dude.
Do you sleep
Thank
next to your parents?
No, I don't. No.
I only have one.
Oh,
So,
just
so
one.
why don't you judge him?
Why would I judge him? I don't get paid to judge. What the hell's wrong with you?
You do.
No, I don't. That's one thing I don't get paid to do. What's judge?
Yeah, you know what? I gotta ask you a question, Howard.
Go
All
ahead.
right?
Go ahead. One
Because-
question from you, Dennis. One question.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah. Goes like this. you apparently
Can
picking on me, Dream Master.
you turn him up because I can't hear him.
What?
It goes like this. Yeah,
No.
shut your
Can you turn
fucking
him up?
mouth, Howard.
I can barely hear him.
I can't hear you, Jew. Speak up.
No, that's what I was saying. I can barely hear Dennis.
I can. Go on, Dennis.
Can you turn him up because I can't.
I can hear you just fine. Go on, Dennis.
Go.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Go, Dennis. He's picking on me.
Can you fix his volume, please?
His volume's fine.
Right. So it goes like this. You know, I've been watching you, you know, for the last 2.5 years or 3 years since I've been laid off. And yeah, go ahead and attack me on that one. Sure, no problem. I don't give a fuck.
He said he's washing what?
Stop it!
matter.
I know you can hear him fine. Shut up. I'm not
What's he
buying
talking
this.
about?
I'm not playing
Yeah,
this game.
I know he knows. He's
I am
not
going
a
to kick
fucking
you off
idiot.
the fucking call if you keep this up.
James.
This is nonsense.
I don't understand why.
You're acting like a baby. Stop it.
No,
right,
I
Debbie?
just put he's talking low, and he's
Lee.
talking lowly and Grammarly. Grammarly
I
is
can
not
hear
offering
everything
a
just
correction.
fine.
You're acting like a
Good,
baby
Nigel.
right now.
You're so, you know, you're such a fucking asshole. Where that I could say to you, yeah, you don't want to come to the States because you fucking got molestation charges and 32 states out of 50 are looking for you.
Hey.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that either.
You fucking little freak.
What's wrong with you, Dennis? What's gotten into
Can
you?
y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Man.
Dennis has
I can
got
hear you.
What did he?
husband.
I can hear
It's
you
not
fine.
What did
cool.
he say? I missed it.
Dennis said that
He
you've been
said you're
charged
on
with
felony child molestation charges in 38 out of 50 states.
38 out of 50. Was
Right.
California?
38. That would keep somebody quite
California
Chris was
in there?
listening very carefully.
Listen to me.
That would keep somebody. That would keep somebody quite busy,
Right.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
Shoot. How's it now? Are you hearing it a little better now? Go on.
I hear you fine.
Okay,
So
go on.
Grammarly has not offered a correction for either sentence. He was talking
Yeah,
low.
yeah. What else are you
He
going
was
to tell
talking
people what
lowly.
to do in their life and how they live their life so everybody else can know the way you want them to think that they live their life in? Go ahead, Howard. Go ahead. Go.
Although I think I would use the word he was speaking lowly,
He was
rather low
less.
tone.
Yes. You're acting like a,
What,
a
Howard?
real
Are you trying to
pain
be
in the
articulate?
ass.
Are you trying to be articulate?
No, he's starting to be a pain in the ass when he has nothing else
Yeah.
to add to the
Whatever.
conversation.
Well,
he's going to go after you
what you
personally.
don't know is
Yeah, why did
that I
Dennis
get
call
paid
you?
to be a
Dennis seen you
copywriter.
on America's Most Wanted.
That's it. He gave up on the conversation,
this
and
is
now
terrible.
you're gonna
This is
devolve
terrible.
your conversation into to name calling against a helpless man named Dennis.
What? No, I'm not
Who
fucking
name
no
called
helpless
against
fucking
Dennis?
dude. Fuck that shit.
Man
That
can't
part
stop
I was
thinking.
joking about.
It's
Hey, you
sad.
know what?
But the
Okay,
other
if
part
you
I
wanna
was
really
being
get
serious
deep into
about,
Howard,
fucker.
Yeah.
I was being real about the other stuff.
Yeah, mirrors. You know what? Everything that comes out of your mouth, Howard, is something that you're lacking within yourself.
Yeah, everything coming out of your
Now,
mouth's
you gotta
a
work
lisp.
that real hard. That
Yeah.
real hard. Oh yeah, I like
Okay.
I put my lips.
Not you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Howard. Howard's lisping a lot tonight.
It sounds like a whole lot of
Okay.
fucking diarrhea coming out of someone's fucking mouth.
One angry Jew, can I trust you to
'Cause I
keep
won't
this
be a nice
conversation going for like 5 minutes? All right, bye.
Well, may you trust me? Sure, you may.
Okay.
And can I? Of course, I can.
Yeah.
You need
Well,
to watch
trust
the
me,
movie
because you have
Avalon
nobody
to
else.
learn the difference between
You-
can and may.
Fucking waste of fucking
So
air.
let's discuss this 38 state spree of
Yeah.
molestation,
Yeah.
Dennis. Tell us all about it.
No, because you know what happened, right? Because you went on.
Well, no, I'm waiting
quote,
for you.
unquote,
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
tour, and you raped a bunch of little girls, right? So you figured you got the taste of it, right? So before the fucking
This
FBI,
isn't
CIA,
funny.
whatever.
This isn't funny because a friend of mine has a little girl that is in the hospital from being raped by 4 big guys.
I know it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Well, then why would you
Unfortunate.
go for- don't joke
I
about
think
something like
I think
that.
Dennis is projecting.
About-
Dennis, are you projecting?
Nobody has done
are you
this. So listen,
projecting-
we were having fun a little while ago, and now it's gotten really dark.
Yeah.
No, not really. Dennis is. Look, we need to help Dennis. He's crying out for help. Can't you hear him? It's the silence of the dentist. I can hear him screaming.
Right. How can you help me? Please help me. Help me.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
How
doing it for
can we help you, Dennis?
I think that he lacks in self restraint, maybe in drinking and other things. And one thing is the evidence. It's evidenced by the way he cusses too much.
Anything else?
My grandfather.
What the
used to
fuck
say-
is going on?
My grandfather used to say that one.
Hey,
Dennis,
Chris, they're
you're
giving me a
interrupting
psychological.
You're
painkiller for where I
interrupting
am.
Debbie. Please,
Go ahead, Debbie.
please try not to project. Try not to project the thoughts in your head
No, go ahead.
on
Go
everybody
ahead, Debbie.
else.
I'm listening.
We're not all like you, Dennis.
I know. I hope nobody's like me. Fuck. You fuck.
No, I think
Dennis,
you can
I'm
be
gonna-
safely assured of that.
Dream Master, I'm gonna come visit you.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
I
think
told
it's a
you.
good
just down
idea.
the
You
street,
could bring
man.
Fox, who's stuck in
Tell it, man. Told
San
you.
Francisco.
I am. I will, dude. I'll come over.
Good.
Are you
Shit,
aware
you were
of
negative.
Fox in San Francisco, Dennis? You're interrupting again. Can you quiet
I'm back.
yourself? Just
I'm
long
back,
enough to-
everybody.
Who's
Welcome
this?
back.
Can you
Come
quiet
always-
yourself long
everybody
enough,
always
Dennis,
changes
so
the
that-
name to back. I'm back.
I
Right,
see
Dennis,
the
Damn
can
it.
you
sound.
quiet
Here.
yourself long enough?
You're not back.
Debbie, give us a movie review.
Yeah. Are you the one with the Widow's Peak? Is that you?
Oh, that's Greg Lamberson.
Oh.
But the Widow's
Dennis,
Peak,
are you allowed
yeah.
to be? Are you
It's-
allowed to be in the
it-
same room with your children without supervision?
Who? What?
Dennis, is he allowed in a room with
Yes.
children without supervision? Is what Howard asked Dream Master.
Oh, fuck's sake,
Yes,
man. You know,
that's
I
what
had
he is.
children's services on me, you know, after my, okay, you want to get real?
No.
After I was
Yes, I would
arrested
like to.
for
I would
assault.
like to get real. It's real time
Yeah,
with Dennis.
it goes like this.
Please,
Goes like
please
this.
get
Yeah.
real with us, Dennis.
If you haven't heard this before, yeah, I was arrested for assault on my wife.
I'm sorry. You assaulted who? Who did you assault? Dennis? What happened to Dennis? Is he gone? Am I here by myself? Has it become the One Angry Jew show? Little impromptu Jew show. It seems like we've lost Discord, which is not a bad thing, because nothing comes from Discord. Nothing good at all. But before I continue to keep this show up, I think I'm going to have to listen and make sure that it's going off the air. Who knows how this evil
No, you're on the
Jewish
air. You are on the air.
has routed his show. So what did you do with Dennis? Did you
Here he is.
end him?
No.
Where did you go?
Sorry.
He was just in the middle of telling us how he assaulted someone.
You assaulted his
Yeah.
wife.
He won the
yeah.
fight.
Did you assault your wife only one time or multiple times?
He talked
you know
to her
what?
like Mike
You know what?
Tyson.
Yeah, you know what? You know what, Howard? You know what got me the win? Right? With the beating?
The win.
Apparent.
I don't
it was
know what
a
you
judge.
mean. How can
No,
assaulting
no,
your
it was
wife
a
be a
judge.
win?
No, go away, Dennis. All right, and your ex-wife is a freaking damn liar. All
First
right?
it was a fight, and then it turned into a beating. So what are we missing?
I would think being a liar is better than being a drunk and an abusive husband. Were you a drunk and abusive husband?
Oh, sure. If you think so, I guess. I have no idea. Fuck.
Were you off your medication?
Yeah, man. You know what? I was taking the lithium pills. All right, because that's for
That
it's an
lithium's a tricky medication to get right.
I know.
Did
I
you
know.
have
I
your
know. I eat
levels
it all the
checked?
time. I eat it all the time, man.
Did
It's
you
like
have
candy.
your levels checked?
I know they keep on upping the dose on me. I don't know why. Because maybe I think I'm getting more crazy and crazier.
I think anybody who listens to you, Dennis, with any regularity can explain why.
Okay, tell me. Tell me. Anybody in the
Go ahead.
room? Tell me.
I was listening.
I think we should just all eat millions of peaches.
I want tacos.
No, please continue, Dennis. How did you abuse your wife?
All right, this is supposed to be a happy show.
Yeah.
Did you use a club?
This is good.
It's about to get to the happy part where he beats his wife.
Did you take a wrench to her? How'd you abuse her?
How did I abuse her? Well, the way I abused her, apparently, okay, it's whatever she told the investigators.
What?
Abuse her. Yeah.
What?
The story, she said her story, it goes to court, the judge says this, that, and the other thing. And they say,
Well,
Mr. Dice,
did it involve heavy machinery?
Why would you ask that question?
I said okay, I'm coming.
He's coming.
I asked you.
You've seen pictures of Joe Seeker sitting in a scoop.
That's called a front end loader.
Wheels.
It's called a
That's
front
an
end
abuse of
loader.
machinery.
Yeah.
Ladies
Yeah,
and
Howard.
gentlemen, you are witnessing 47.5 hours of forensic files with Dennis Deitch.
That's it, man. What else do you
Well,
want,
Dennis
Howard?
sleeps near his parents. Dennis sleeps near his parents as well.
About 12 and a half feet.
I don't sleep by my parents, but I am going to go to sleep in about 1 minute.
Dennis, do your parents live
You
in
hit a
fear
wall?
of you?
Shit. Me, Howard?
Do your parents live in fear from you?
Yeah, that's why they treat me like a little kid, like I'm very fragile. You don't want to step on me because I'll start freaking out because I do have that psychotic.
I think you are fragile. I think you're a man who's hurting badly, and I'm here to help you.
Thanks, Howard. Sure.
How can I help you, Dennis?
I think he's not very concerned.
How can we all help you, Dennis? What can we do to help you?
I don't know, man. Give me some suggestions. What can you guys do to help me? Maybe a 26 or Jack Daniels? Or no?
Have you tried meditation? Have you tried meditation?
No, some rippers would be awesome. Rippers.
Have you tried
All right.
meditation?
Meditation.
In case any of you haven't noticed, Debbie has left the room.
I don't care. Yeah, meditation or medication? What are you talking about?
I have not.
Well,
Debbie is
medication
still here. She's
and
hanging in there.
meditation would be good.
Hi, Debbie. Thanks for hanging in there.
Yes, thank you. It's very nice
Yes,
to meet
thank
you,
you.
Matt.
Thank you,
You as
Debbie.
well,
How would you
Chris.
help Dennis, Debbie?
Same thing.
What advice would you give him?
How can the room help Dennis with his problem? Howard is asking the
That's
room.
what I just asked. But part of the
so I'm
help
waiting
here,
for a
Dennis,
response.
is that you need to wait your turn. You need to wait your turn. Obviously,
I think we should all have a
you
group
need
session
to hold.
on my numbers.
You need to hold the talking
need to-
pillow.
I think
You're
you
not
need to
holding
look
the
at
talking pillow
little
right
Dennis. Separate
Let's have
from
a,
Dennis is not
let's have a
holding the
group
talking
session
pillow.
of paint by numbers.
Of what
Great.
numbers?
Did you
Paint.
put
Paint
Dennis
by
up?
numbers.
I don't think it's got
Oh.
enough.
Paint. Yeah.
crayons,
Like dot to dot?
crayons, whatever, man. Cool.
The other
that's
day in
what you guys.
using these crayons on me and drawing all these pictures on me while I was laying in the sun. You know, they're bathtub crayons.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like sidewalk chalk, banana crayons, orange and apples.
No, he was drawing like dog bites on me, like teeth marks all over my
Who
leg.
was? Who was
Jet.
doing that?
Jet.
Dennis was
Yeah, it
doing
was.
that?
No, trust me. No, wasn't Dennis.
Oh, not Dennis. Were you married to Dennis? Is that true?
Someone he beat up.
Apparently, yeah.
Is Debbie the
Yeah, I
one that
beat
you
the
abused?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, fuck. She's
Well, I
on the
played
show
it
with us?
sideways because I would shoot him and he would dodge the bullet.
Oh my
I'm
god,
still
he's
alive,
fast
baby.
like that?
No, I'm still alive, man. I got ninja skills.
Yeah, but Debbie's got supersonic speed.
I know, man, but I just didn't finish the job, see? You know?
Well, you're back at you. It could turn into the 4 hours.
Yeah, shut your fucking mouth, Howard. I can barely hear him. I can't hear you, Jew. Speak up.
I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, y'all. Be kind to one another.
Who's playing the show?
Yeah,
Dennis,
who
you
else
playing
would
your
do
own
that?
show?
I fucked up.
Yeah, we know.
Good night, all. Peace.
I'm human.
Okay.
I'm alive.
Where's JP?
With you.
How can we help you, Dennis? What can we do to ease your pain?
Ease my pain. Like I said, Jack Daniels, and you know, I already get high all the time, and I already drink beer all the time. So, oh yeah, Rippers. Yeah, some Rippers. Grab me some Rippers, man. Hey, Palamore.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, strip. 8 hookers. I already have names, but they're like $300 an hour. All right. So if you want to throw charity $300, I got her name. Her name is Angel.
Have you been to a doctor about your liver recently?
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, but yeah, there's no concern.
What's your life expectancy now?
100 and fuck.
$100 and what, Dennis?
104. 111. But yeah, they only said that I've got 104 years. Well, I'm 52, so that's 100. Yeah, I'm halfway through my life. Cool.
You're boring us now, Dennis. Can you come up with anything that is interesting?
I mean,
Is
they come
that
up
a no?
with anything that's interesting besides my broken neck? I don't understand the question.
Well, I have doubts you can fully comprehend much, but can you say something
Well,
that's
yeah.
interesting that would hold my attention?
Well, why do I need to hold your attention? You asked me questions and I answered. What's the problem?
Why did
But,
Dionne Warwick stop singing?
Me?
Can you answer that question? Why did Dionne Warwick stop singing?
Do you think I care? So, I don't care.
Do you have a favorite Dionne Warwick song?
I don't give a fuck about her. Not a part of my life.
What do you care about, Dennis?
That's your issue. I don't
What
give
do
a
you
fuck.
care about, Dennis? Well, it's
My
good
friend.
energy. What
My
do you
family,
care
my
about? Tell
friend.
me.
And my friends. That's what I care about.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
I guess you have no family, and I guess you have no friends.
Is that right?
Stupid.
What are you based on?
Eat cockroach.
That was back in 2001, 3, maybe 4.
Is that the last time you had a friend?
That's the last time I saw Gate.
All right, I don't give a fuck who you seen. So why are you telling me this?
You just asked a question. Did you
Yeah,
forget?
but I don't care about names or whatever. Like obviously, yeah. You know, obviously you have no friends anymore. The last one you had was in 1996 or something. Whatever you said.
I'm sorry. Can you say that without
Howard, do
mumbling?
you remember the Howard time we did a show together? Me, you, and Dennis and Debbie. Do you remember that?
Not really.
Oh.
I'm surprised.
Was there something special about it?
Answer that.
Not really.
I'm dog sitting.
It's just
Yeah, and I'm Howard sitting.
same. It's very similar to what's going on right now.
Yes.
Right. I'm Howard sitting. I got to keep Howard like like make awareness.
You know,
to-
He needs awareness.
What I found in my practice, Dennis, is that sometimes the levels of lithium, or even using lithium, might not be indicated anymore. You might want to get reevaluated.
Well, I had I was on Loxapack.
Ooh.
Like freaking damn 30 years ago, man.
What's lobster
They don't
pack?
they don't put that no more. And Profenazine? Oh, Profenazine is the best, man. You got to get your hands on that shit. Profenazine. These narcotics, man. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't take pills no
I
more.
just find it
Like I ran
find
out
it
for,
interesting
you know,
that a psycho can take over so many people.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Let me help you, Dennis. You're the psycho.
Oh,
Everybody
no.
else is the people.
What the hell? Are you getting all crazy again?
Don't talk to Dennis like that. It's not helping.
I was talking to you.
Oh,
Right.
put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Don't do it.
Yeah, hello. Hello. One
How
angry Jew.
slow are you? You're slower than a sloth.
I got to tell you,
Right.
one of the saddest things in life
Slower
is an
than a
empty cup
sloth.
of coffee.
Dennis is
Yeah,
right.
slower than a sloth.
Dennis is right. You're slow.
What is Dennis right about?
He said you're slow.
No, he said he's slower than a sloth.
You're slow. You're
Slower
right.
than a sloth.
You are slower than a sloth. That's a tongue twister. Damn. Say that
There you
10
go.
times.
It's hard to say.
I bet
Yep.
he can't say it 2 times. I bet you Dennis can't say it twice.
Go ahead, Dennis. Say it twice.
Whatever, man. Slower
Prove
than a
wrong,
sloth.
Dennis.
Slower than a sloth. Slower than a sloth.
3.
You are slower than a sloth.
4.
What else do you want to say?
He did
Fuck.
4. Okay, your turn.
He
You-
slurred it
now-
a little bit, but he did it.
Yeah, he didn't make. He wasn't
No,
going to make it to 5.
I don't do things on demand like you, but that was very good.
All right, man. This is
should
just
get
for fun, man.
That's very
We should
good.
get you a reward.
That's like the
good
100th
job,
time he's
Dennis.
done that.
Yeah, man.
You should be
It's a joke,
rewarded
man.
for that, Dennis.
Yeah, you should do it yourself and see if you
You
can
get
get
a
past
stamp
4.
of approval. You get
Well, I know
Rewarded.
you'd like me to do that.
I
but
think
it's
you
not
doubt
fair.
I know.
your ability to say it 5 times.
I'm not
No, you're
I'm not a
big.
trained monkey
you're
like
big.
Dennis. is.
Howard,
What
you're
I'm saying
big.
is, it sounds like you're afraid that you might not make it to 5, and then Dennis would absolutely not stop laughing for 3 weeks.
He said he's not a trained monkey.
Yes, you should hold on to that thought. I'm sure it's very comforting for you.
It is. It's actually, the thought of it really does kind of make me smile.
Yes, I'm sure it does. You suffer from Schadenfreude?
No, just anytime.
you know what? I
Anytime
gotta
you
ask
can be
you,
shown
Howard,
to be
what
the
makes
pussy
you
you
smile?
are, then it's great.
Yeah.
It's a
What-
great moment.
Well, now who has resorted to ad hominem attacks?
I'm
You?
saying that if that were the case, I'm not saying I didn't call you a pussy. I'm saying
Are you
it
so
would-
bereft? Are you so bereft
Holy
of a
fuck. And that's with your fucking stupid
funny response?
questions.
I thought
Why
it
don't
was
you
a
just
good.
fucking
I thought
directly
it was a
answer?
valid point.
Are you so bereft of a
Oh,
cogent
please.
response
Hey,
that you had
please.
to
I know,
fall
There's
to?
been one.
Yeah,
You had to
Howard,
fall
you're
into
always
the
trying
ad
to
hominem
distract
attack.
people off of what they're asking you. You're a stupid fucking pussy. Little fuck.
He is. He's kind of a crybaby. It's part
No,
of
he is.
Let it out.
Part of having to deal with the
let
Jew.
it out, Dennis. You'll feel much better.
We have to,
Let it out.
deal with one angry Jew's crybabiness. That's part of the deal, unfortunately. Yeah.
I think it's hilarious
to hear him weasel
Howard,
out of his
Howard is
responsibilities.
amusing. Really amusing. Just like Debbie Daly, you guys get sucked in.
Yeah.
Oh, bullshit. I just sit back and laugh.
Sucked in.
No, I just sit back and laugh.
We are here for you, Dennis. We're here as long as you need us.
All right. Well, I really don't need anybody, but thanks.
How many times per day do you think of killing your parents?
20? Or 20, 25 times a week.
Any particular method?
I thought about choking, hanging, shotgun, gun, making it look like an accident type thing, rig the damn, yeah. So, next.
Do you own a rope?
That me?
I said, do you own a rope?
Got lots of ropes, man.
Nice.
I already got them already strung up.
Nice. Did you self-teach yourself how to do
you know
knots?
How to?
Yes.
Does he know how to?
Does
he know how to make a noose?
Yes. I just said I
Hey, Howard.
practiced on cats.
Howard,
Yes.
You know how to do that, not?
do you think Epstein hung
You're
himself, or do you
interrupting
think
me.
he's murdered?
Epstein was murdered.
Epstein
was murdered.
Epstein is a
It's a
boogeyman.
cover-up. It was the perfect storm of incompetence that surrounded that whole thing. It was by no accident.
Perfect
that those
storm. None of
guards
the
were guarding
cameras
him.
work. The cameras don't lie. What do you mean the cameras? I mean, obviously.
Cameras just happened to break right before.
This story is so dumb.
See, on 7/7, the day of the London bombing, on 7/7, I know you can all be quiet now and listen. On
No, I can't be
7/7,
quiet.
the morning of the London bombings.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll
You're
say
right,
it
Howard.
again,
You
so
gave me a
Dennis
headache.
stops interrupting.
Give me a
Well, you
fucking
said the
migraine.
same thing
7/7,
you said the same thing three
on
times.
7/7, the day of the London bombings.
Yeah.
That morning, all of the cameras, all of the CCTV cameras in London failed simultaneously.
Because it was a hoax.
Anybody believe that?
It's a hoaxed event.
Does anybody believe that?
It was a
Now, they
hoaxed
showed
event. Of course, I
pictures
don't
of the
believe
supposed
that.
terrorists. They showed pictures of the supposed terrorists entering the various tube stations, but all of those videos that were taken and pictures had been taken 2 weeks prior. There was no video and no photos taken that morning that ever made it to the public because the Metropolitan Police said that all of the cameras in London failed, and miraculously they fixed themselves a few hours later. So there was no video, there were no pictures of anybody going into the tube stations, any Muslims going into the tube stations with explosive backpacks.
You're right. Give me a
I'm
break.
Give me a break. I'm starting to think you might be right about it all.
I mean, come on.
So when they tell me that the video surveillance in the jail wasn't working properly, one has to start asking relevant questions, such as, what were the guards looking at if the video wasn't working? And if the video wasn't working and they were looking at blank screens, why didn't they call it in?
How about nobody got murdered and he just walked right out into an anonymity somewhere?
Well, that could be. He might be out there somewhere. I doubt it, though, because I don't think they could leave him out there alive.
He's an actor. And
I'm sure that
will
was. I'm sure that was his body that was dead.
You're sure?
But he didn't take his own life. He was murdered.
You're sure that was his body?
Well, I'm not sure of anything 100% because I wasn't there, but I'm sure of that somebody murdered him.
I think so too.
That That is a
Now,
possibility.
we just celebrated 9/11 yet again. Another massive lie. Even Donald Trump is in on the lie.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe it himself, but he dares not say to anybody that 9/11 was an inside job.
Right. They
However,
all have a cutoff.
That week of
they all have a cutoff.
However, that week of 9/11, Donald Trump did make a public statement saying that as a builder, he didn't believe that the World Trade Centers came down because they were hit by planes.
He did? Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, he did, and the reason was that he watched them being built.
Well,
and he said there was no way that those buildings were built in any substandard fashion. In fact, they were ahead of their time for a building of that size.
He probably had connections with the insurance companies.
The design of the Twin Towers was way ahead of its time. Buildings today are built on that particular structure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Did you know that Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein were friends?
Yeah, I think I saw a meme
Well,
on that.
why would that be a surprise? Why would that be a surprise?
I don't.
Most of the people in those circles seem to have. Most of the people in those circles seem to have pedophilic intentions.
I'm starting to think that.
Unless Epstein was just another actor and on the payroll, working for a sleazeball like what's his name, the director.
I wonder how much crap they have on Trump. From
Oh my
Epstein.
God!
Are they going? Are the FBI guys going for Trump, or are they going for the Clintons, or what are they doing?
Can you imagine if we had the real story on Trump? It'd blow our minds, probably.
He had a party with 28
Donald
women,
Trump.
and it was
Donald
only him
Trump
and
is a
Epstein at the
patriot.
party.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a patriot.
Oh, come on.
Much
get
like
out of
Ronald
here.
Reagan. Much like Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, well known
You're
for
right.
their acting
Starting to
careers.
think not.
Yeah, look at
And
their,
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, check
And
out all
Jesse
their
Ventura.
check out all their IMDb pages first. Yeah, that's
And
true.
Your
Jesse
point,
Ventura.
your point is?
I'm just saying the world's a stage, and these are the prime players. Showtime.
Are you acting? Are you acting? Is this the real you?
Is this the real? I don't know. I don't know.
Did you just laugh?
No. I was considering the
So
question.
if I could see if I could read your body language now,
Mhm.
you'd be telling the truth when you say that?
Oh yeah. I really can't answer that right now. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
So you don't know if you're the real you or not?
No, I mean this is a internet radio show, so of course I'm going to censor certain information. So I can't say it's 100% me, but it's
Well, are you not
my-
just censoring? Are you embellishing? Are you making things up? Do you have a radio persona
No.
that isn't the you of day-to-day life?
No, I'm pretty.
Is this the
I'm pretty
you
true.
of day-to-day life? Do you share the real you?
I do. Not 100%, but I do.
Well, if it's not 100%, what is the percentage?
I don't know, man. Shut up and decide for yourself. What do you think?
Am I getting too close?
No, it's just annoying. You get so annoying sometimes. Just shut up.
Well, you seem to be uncomfortable with
yourself.
my probing questions.
It's annoying. You know what? I don't know how to answer that. I don't because I can't say it's 100% me. I'm not going to tell you about my work day, and I'm not going to tell you about my experiences
for a
on the
man
road.
who works in the psychological field,
I'm not opposed
you
to it.
seem
I just
easily
choose.
rattled. You seem easily rattled. Why is that?
It's not that I'm rattled. I just think that you prattle on too long about things when they're moot points. They're
That's
not
a
of
great
interest.
word. That's a great word.
prattle a word?
How many of your listeners
Prattle.
do you think know what that word means?
Which one?
I didn't know what that meant. I've never heard that word.
It's a good word.
It's an excellent word, but how many of your listeners do you believe know what that means?
I would say 75% of them.
I don't know what prattle
So
means.
if you could put a percentage to the understanding of your listeners, why can't you tell me what percentage of the real you're portraying here? You are in portrayal, are you not?
I think
How
that's
can
more.
you give an exact percentage?
Right. I'm going to find it an exact
97.3%.
There you go. Darren believes most of it is me. 97.3 is really good. I'd take that any day. I don't think that's accurate, but I think that's a good one. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Do you have love in
think
your
it'd be
heart
cool.
for Mr. Midnight Movie?
I think it'd be cool if the FBI was able to, release all the stuff, all the video and everything that Epstein has. I wonder how big that pedophile ring is.
You're not going to ever see it because it implicates too many people in power. They protect them.
They sure do. Clinton traveled to that island 28 times in less than 2 years. That's a lot.
Yes, he was a busy
I've never
boy.
traveled
He was a busy
28 times
boy.
to anywhere, let alone with a friend.
Now the real question is, how much Viagra did he take?
Probably a lot. Well, I don't know if he's banging a whole
Well, did you ever
bunch of
wonder
hot
why you see all
20-year-olds.
those veins in his nose?
What do you think that's from?
The Viagra. It's definitely a misuse of Viagra.
Do the knockoffs work? What are they called? The like not the name brand, but the off-brand Cialis or Viagra. Are those
Well,
as
if it
effective?
has the same ingredient in it, why wouldn't it work?
Well, because there's so many different ones. I don't know if they I haven't checked, but I wonder if they do have the same ingredients.
It's sildenafil, I believe, is the ingredient.
Okay.
I have to go back to my pharmacy school training. I'm sorry. It's sildenafil, which is the main ingredient of Viagra.
How much is taking too much of that stuff where your nose becomes red?
Is that what happens? A side effect? Red nose?
Well, so you just said about Clinton. I know Howard's taking it.
That big red nose.
Yes,
much
but
is
I'm
too
very
much?
careful how much I take.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. How much is okay?
I don't know.
I
You
would
build
say-
up a tolerance to it.
Yeah, I would say start if you get into that. Start very, very, very low dose. Like I wouldn't take even half of what they recommend. I would take a quarter of what they recommend.
That's right. I started with a quarter and was up to half.
Yeah. Okay.
I took a Cialis like 12 years ago. It was fun. Pretty cool.
Cialis.
It was fun. If it was that much fun, why did you stop?
It works.
I don't know. I was worried about the health thing
Yeah,
about it.
I'm not sure the effects, like the long-term effects.
Darren, you're a fat man. You eat French fries at
Yeah.
lunch. How worried about your health could you really be?
I don't eat French fries very often at all.
They're so good, though.
How often is not very?
I
How
ma-
often is not very?
I
Often?
make French fries,
Maybe
and they're
once a
not
month.
bad for you at all. The French fries I make are great.
Are they
What kind
baked?
of oil do you use?
Olive oil. Sometimes I'll use grapeseed oil
You fry your French fries in olive oil.
or grapeseed oil. Yeah.
You know, olive oil has a very low burning point, so you're probably burning the oil, which then turns it in from a healthful oil into an unhealthy oil.
That's why I don't use it nearly as much as I use the grapeseed oil. Just
So
a
what
higher
you
burn.
should use is Crisco. Crisco.
I don't want to use that oil.
Why not?
It sounds like something I put in my car. We put some Crisco in my car. Right?
If you
Like,
look at the
I
if you
don't
look
wanna
at the
use it.
data, when everybody stopped using Crisco and lard,
Oh, is
heart
that going?
disease went up, not
are you
down.
are you saying it goes
Heart
through your
disease
body?
went
Does it go through your body quicker or
Heart
something?
disease went up, not down.
So go back
When
to the
everybody
old
got
ways.
off of butter, and lard and Crisco, and they went to margarine.
No way.
And
Yeah.
Blue Bonnet, heart disease took a sharp rise and has continued to rise.
Wow. Well, that's a good point. That's a good
true.
Point. Yeah.
What is it that?
How
what's
many?
in,
How many children? Go find yourself an old doctor, a doctor in his 80s, and ask that doctor how many children in his practice he saw with cancer when he was starting out. And he'll tell you that if he saw one or two, that was a lot.
Right.
So what does that tell you? I have a big can of Crisco in my kitchen.
What is Crisco
No
like?
trans-
Is it like a heavier? Is it like grease, or I'm not even sure what it looks like.
It's a cooking substance. It's Crisco. My grandmother used Crisco.
But what is it like? Is it oil?
It's an oil. It's an oil.
Where's
It's
it
an
from?
oil that doesn't that solidifies at room temperature.
You know,
Okay.
honestly, the original, the Crisco was invented for nuclear submarines. I ain't even making that shit up.
What?
That's a goddamn kite.
Yes, it was. It was used as a lubricant. It was used as a lubricant, not for
How does
nuclear
this guy
submarines.
get on here and tell a really cool story? Guy probably doesn't know how many
You just have to
fingers he
know
has.
about Crisco.
Yeah.
It was
It's like Rain
was
Man.
used as a machine lubricant in the
Amazing.
20s and 30s.
I guess I
Wow.
slightly remember having it in the house when I was a
It was
kid.
used in submarines because of the boiling point. Oh, catch on fire like crazy son of a bitch. Goddamn grease fire. You don't want that shit in your submarines.
Is that Willie?
Yes.
Is there a
Require-
He's
is
telling
there
the
a
truth.
working
I'm
brain?
looking it up right now. It's
Wait a second.
crazy.
Is there a working brain in Willie's head?
Are you
I'm
cooking with
impressed.
submarine grease?
Submarine grease. That's a great call.
Well, he's correct. Willie's
Yeah,
correct.
1901 by German scientists. It was invented.
I never would have known that, and I think his story beats your story of having it around in the house all the time when you were a kid. It's a pretty damn good story.
My grandmother always had Crisco. My grandmother always had Crisco.
I was getting ready to just end it right here, just go to bed, but that kind of gave me hope that there's still some late night juice left out there, right? I mean, there's a little bit more.
This is crazy. This huge history of Crisco.
I know, it keeps on going and going.
Well, Angela is driving to the boat ramp so that she may call in. Angela's going to call in. She's driving to the boat ramp presently.
Oh, good.
You know what? That
You would
that might be
you would disappoint her terribly if you got off the air.
What the hell is so funny? What's this guy laughing at?
She's gotta drive to the boat ramp.
In order to call. I think she left all the servers though, so how is she going to call? I
Oh
guess she
no!
could use Skype.
She left. I'll invite her. All right, now I'll send her an invite. Come on, Angela.
How's she gonna call? She's gonna get on Skype like everybody else.
Now it says she's joined. If that's her.
So, Crisco is healthy for you. Butter is healthy. Margarine is not healthy.
You know, it's
But
good
you
for
all
you.
keep
It's
taking
fasting.
your lip. You all keep taking your Lipitor.
Okay. I ain't messing with that stuff. No way.
Keep eating your margarine.
No. I refuse. Even when it was popular, I always ate butter.
If you were smart, you'd use coconut. If you were smart, you'd use coconut oil.
Well, you know what? Now that coconut oil is pushed on us so heavily, I'm starting to wonder. Anytime something gets pushed on us that hard, I start to wonder, like, is it truly a valid source? You know, is it something good? Or are the long-term effects going to be like what you're saying? Like, maybe 40 years from now, they're going to say, wow, they ate coconut oil? Oh, my God. You know what that did to their brains?
Nobody is pushing coconut oil.
Oh, please, it's everywhere. Coconut oil is in everything now. It's like the magic oil of this decade for sure.
What is coconut oil made from?
Coconuts?
Palm oil? I don't know.
Good answer. See, Darren is on the ball. Coconuts. There you go.
There you go.
Is there anything harmful in a coconut?
I don't know. Do you? Do you know?
It's natural, so that's good.
I do like that they grow from the ground.
It could fall on your head and cause a lesion and cause you to have a stroke. But is there anything harmful to be eaten from a coconut?
I don't know. Never did the tests, but I'm told that it's good for me.
Could you grind a coconut shell and ingest it? Would it do you any harm?
Right. Well, what about when they were, originally when they had commercials for cigarettes with doctors telling people that it was healthy for them?
As far as I know, cigarettes don't grow on trees.
They don't?
Here's an interesting
Where's
fact.
tobacco come
150 people a year die from getting hit in the head by a coconut.
When I eat a coconut, it's a coconut. Nobody put any additives in it. Cigarettes have plenty of additives put in there. It's not natural.
What is the famous quote by Forrest Gump? Mother said something about chocolate. How did the line go? Mama,
if you are going to bring up some Mandela effect, you can save it.
Wait, what is it, Darren?
Well, I thought it was life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but I think that's wrong, correct?
It's wrong. You never knew what you were going to get.
Yeah.
Another, I don't know.
That's very
Mandela magic. I know.
That's got my rapt attention. Thank you.
Right.
The monocle with the board game or whatever, or the Planters Peanuts.
I never see. I always knew Planters Peanuts had the monocle, but I don't know. I guess I would have thought the Monopoly guy did, but I can't say for sure. I mean. That one for me is a tough one. I'm not.
Well, you've forgotten the Quaker Oats. You've forgotten the Quaker Oats man. He had a monocle as well.
He did.
There's always something that's kind of similar that kind of screws it up.
Right.
I swear to God, though, the Berenstain Bears were the Berenstain Bears. I don't remember.
And the Moonraker one is weird too.
Do you?
But it's movie
Do you
stuff.
believe in God that you're doing all this swearing?
Who are you talking to? Am I swearing?
I didn't.
Do you believe in God that you're doing all this swearing?
I don't get that question. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe
you said I swear to God.
Maybe he's.
You said I swear to God.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's different times of in the day right now. From
ask me a simple question, Howard.
Yeah, it's late. It's like after 1 o'clock.
Well, it wasn't a simple question, Darren. It was. You said I swear to God.
How dare you?
That's just an expression. I wasn't really swearing to God.
Well, you haven't answered. You haven't answered the question. I asked you, do you believe in God that you swear to Him?
I'm not sure.
What do you think's happened to Dennis?
I think he passed out drunk.
Oh man, do you think we can try to get him? I'm going to try to get him one more time.
No.
I did invite Angela, but I don't think she's coming.
Well, at least Willie's here.
Have a very interesting conversation with Darren while I make tea.
Yes. What kind of tea are you going to make? So he'll probably make, I can imagine if I lived there and I wasn't making loose leaf tea. That's the only way I would go if I lived where he is. But he'll probably say he had tea bags, some crappy tea.
I doubt he has crappy tea. If he has expensive coffee, why would he not have expensive tea?
But does he have loose leaf tea? That's what I'm curious about.
Twinings, Earl Grey, loose leaf.
What? Are you kidding me?
Now I'm going back to making more.
You're using tea that I can get here in America, and you're living in Thailand. Are you crazy? Why don't you go buy bulk tea leaves, man? That's what they do over there. I knew you were going to say tea bags. That's weak.
Howard, I watched a documentary last night about shrimp farming in Thailand. How they took all the mangrove forests down and how harmful it is for the environment. It's pretty interesting.
Shrimp. Is that like a major...
They put too many shrimp in there, and then they have to use tons of chemicals to kill all the bugs that are attacking them. They're just way too many. They're all on top of each other.
Right.
Too much poop and stuff, and then they add all these chemicals, and then they harvest them. They pump all the chemicals into the river and into the drinking water. And then they take the shrimp, which aren't really clean because there are too many of them. There's a lot of poop. They try to clean them off. They add phosphate to them so that they retain their water and sell for more money. And then they sell them to America and Germany. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I'm done. No more shrimp. I'm done.
Oh,
no more
when
shrimp.
You watch
for
that,
me.
you just
Pardon me, but I don't have any tea bags. All my tea is loose. I have Japanese green tea. I have Twinings, Earl Grey, and English breakfast, and I have another tea called Fujian, which is Chinese oolong.
Okay, I was gonna throw a hissy fit if you didn't.
I told you had nice tea. Are you done with your coffee? Did you give up coffee for tea?
Are you out of your mind?
No.
Nothing will ever.
I drink hot tea. I drink hot tea all day, interspersed with a little bit of superb Thai coffee.
Nice.
Nice.
That does sound
whole
good.
Whole bean.
I would list that as a major perk of living there.
Some people believe in eating raw coffee beans. Have you heard about this?
I love those.
They sell
chocolate
covered.
Well, yeah,
coffee
chocolate
beans.
ones, but also just
but
like
raw
baked.
Ones.
Yeah, I don't know about raw, but like they're kind of baked, so they're crunchy and really good. I love coffee beans.
Every coffee bean is crunchy.
They're so good.
No, that's not true. Not a raw one. Have you ever eaten have you ever seen the fruit that coffee comes from?
I've never eaten a raw coffee bean. Why would I?
Yeah, they come in. I don't know. If you go to a coffee farm, you can pick them, and they're really sweet and slippery.
Farm.
Yeah.
Do you go to coffee farms?
I did when I was in Costa Rica. I went to the Starbucks farm.
Whoa, nice.
Well, wait a second. You went to Costa Rica? What were you doing there?
A friend of mine lives there, and I went down there and visited him.
That was like a year ago, right? Or 2 years?
It was in January.
Oh, this is this year.
And did you partake in a little bit of some tikas down there?
Mm-mm. No, they were around though.
So
beautiful people.
You didn't have a tika prostitute.
No, Howard, I've never cheated on my wife. Besides,
you had a very long pause after I asked that question. What were you thinking about?
I was just picking my teeth.
He's probably thinking on past situations.
I had a nut between my teeth, and I was just pausing for a second.
Yes,
nice.
past transgressions against your wife?
No, I still never cheated on her.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
was your friend partaking in any of the tikas down there?
Nope, none of us were.
None of you were. Who was there?
A bunch of my college buddies.
Are you all gay?
No, just me.
So you're telling me a
Just him.
bunch of grown men went down to Costa Rica without their wives or girlfriends, and none of them partook.
My friend John was living there, so his wife was there, and his 2 daughters.
That's
yeah,
not
witnesses.
what I said. So none of you partook in the local talent.
No, but we ran into some in the bars.
It's hard
They're
when
very
you're.
friendly.
That'd be hard. That'd be a hard thing.
What were you doing in the bars?
Drinking beers.
Any of them sit in your lap?
No, kind of though. They got kind of close. They just come right up to you, get right next to your shoulder, and just start talking to you and looking in your eyes, and it's like, okay, time to go now.
How did you feel? Did you become submissive when they did that?
It reminds me of when I was. It reminds me of I was like maybe 21 or something, and went to my first strip club. I might have been younger. I can't remember, but we went. One of my first experiences at a strip bar, and one of my friends was there. His name was Dan, and we all hear him say, and this girl's sitting on his lap. He says to her, "I just want to talk." and we all laughed. It was just like one of those memories I'll never forget. It was so funny. This girl like fucking she
I
had
just wanted to hug and hold you.
She had like a bag of dildos and all this shit with her. It was so funny.
Did any of the teachers have a bag of dildos?
Though, right?
What's that?
What?
Darren, did any of the girls have a bag of dildos?
No, I only saw like 2 prostitutes. We went to Tortuguera. There's like not a lot of prostitutes there.
You only saw
really
2.
cool.
How did you know the difference between a prostitute and just a citizen?
You could just tell. You could just tell they're just sitting
How?
in the bar by themselves, and then they come up to you when we're just sitting there, like out of the blue.
How much were they?
I have no idea. I didn't ask.
Yes, you
Looked at
did.
the score.
Tell
Howard.
the truth. You did.
No, I didn't. I was looking at
Darren, the way you
spiders
just
and-
answered that with that laugh, and I'm sure that as you were shaking
Howard,
your head,
Believe it
you
or
were
not,
shaking it at the
there are
wrong
people
time.
in this world that don't score with prostitutes.
Are you wearing that like the red badge of honor?
No, I'm just telling you my life experience. I have not.
Did you
been with a prostitute?
did you feel that you had to make sure everybody knew that?
No, I'm just talking to you. I'm just telling you that. I guess everybody else can listen and learn from me. I don't know. I'm married.
What would they learn?
When I got married, I stood in front of all my friends, and I told them that I would
But
be.
you were in another country. Your marriage vows don't mean anything in Costa Rica.
It would matter to me, Howard.
Your marriage license. You do have a marriage license, don't you?
Whether you could get away with it is one thing.
No, I
can
asked you.
always get
Do
away
you
with
do you
it
have a marriage?
if
Do
you're
you
in
have a
foreign
marriage
country,
license?
But if you have a conscience, like a lot of people do,
Do you have a marriage license, Darren?
I think I do somewhere. Yeah.
Why did you need a license to marry your wife?
I don't know. We just signed the thing
Did you
when we got
question
married.
that?
Nope.
What state did you get married in? What state were you married in?
Washington State.
So would it surprise you to find out that you married the state as well as your wife?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised by that. Because I can tell you in California, the way the California laws are written, the state becomes a third party to your marriage. You didn't know that?
What's that mean?
That means that you didn't just marry your wife, you married the state as well.
Okay.
I'll ask the question again. Why do you suppose you need a license in order to get married?
I don't know. I've never thought about it.
Do you? Well, think about it now. Does that bother you at all?
What the hell are you
You
on
went
about
to the
now?
government.
Son of a
You went to the
bitch.
government and you sought permission to get married. Did you not?
Well, it's a legal thing. When it comes to money and
Do
stuff.
you need the
later
government
on.
involved in a legal contract?
No.
So why did you go to the government to seek permission to do something that wasn't illegal?
Because we were
Unless the
misled.
government gave you permission to do it.
Because we were misled and coaxed without really kind of understanding.
I don't know.
So you have a marriage. Do you know what a license is? The legal definition of a license? It's permission
What
by
does
the
it have?
government to do something.
Got the hiccups
It's
really bad.
permission by the government. Listen carefully. It's permission by the government to do something that without said permission would be illegal. Do you think that getting married is illegal?
Was being with your wife without being married, was that illegal?
Depends. But why did you
I don't know.
involve the state in your marriage? I would say that you've been
no idea.
unfaithful to your wife all along. You married the
Why
state.
is that?
You
I
married
like
the state.
Washington. I like Washington.
You've been
Grew up there.
You've been unfaithful. You've been unfaithful from the get-go.
To Washington? I hope not.
You married the state. The state became a third party to your marriage. Look up the laws. Go read the
Okay.
marriage laws and see
I like
what
Washington.
see what
What's
they
wrong with
really
that?
mean. Nobody tells you this, do they?
I think you just did.
Would have been nice if, like, instead of, just kind of following tradition and doing something you think is or believe is right. I think a lot of people don't know, like, the actual, like, what's going on. It's kind of like when our birth
It's become.
It's kind of like when our birth
When
certificate.
did the marriage license? When did the marriage license come into play?
Probably when you get a divorce.
No. When did it become? When did people think that they needed a marriage license to get married? When did that begin? Because that's
When
not
you
how
went
it was
to the
done in
court and
past.
filed the paperwork.
I don't know when. Probably for a very long time, I would imagine.
No, I think it was in the 30s.
Oh.
Prior to marriage licenses, all you need to do was go to a priest who wrote it in your Bible that they married you. That was it.
Yeah. Huh.
See,
That is crazy.
I'll ask you: Do you think that God
Howard,
requires a
Stop asking me
license?
questions and just tell me what you think about marriage license, please. Licenses.
Haven't I done so already?
Or you're going
I don't have
around
a marriage.
about with
I
questions.
don't.
Just
I
tell
don't.
me.
I don't have a marriage license.
So when you got married, that you were married before, you probably looked at the fine print and did not sign
I
the
would
paperwork
never.
and get a license.
I would never get a marriage license in the United States. Never. I would never make the state a third party to my marriage. I would never involve the state.
And you didn't. How many times have you been married?
Once.
So you did let the state be involved.
No, he said he didn't. So you can get married without the state being involved.
Why do you have such a problem comprehending? First of all, it wasn't in America.
Right.
I would not get a marriage license in America.
Okay.
See, too many things that you think are true are not true. Too many things that you believe just never happened or didn't happen. And Donald Trump was right about the fluorescent bulbs.
They make him orange?
They do make you orange. Well, I think I'm going to end this recording.
All right.
If you had ever done serious photography, then you know that you need a filter if you're going to take pictures in fluorescent light.
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's so interesting. I'm still ending the show.
I'm glad.